Oh, Stream Elements, what up, Bob? Needed you here. We got one like, no people. I started it before we got here. There she is. What up, Melissa? We're walking up now. The Waz, I always appreciate her. Yeah, it's the Waz. I always appreciate Waz. This gimbal's acting crazy. Like I was saying before, if anybody does this and has any advice, what up, Tommy, on a good gimbal, let me know. This is the DJI 4. I got the 4 because it had a bigger battery. Tri-State, appreciate you. This is where you're from, Tommy? Well, I want to get something better because I got 2 of these. They ended up, one got lost in the mail, so they sent me another one, and then the first one popped up, so I have 2, but one's broke from New Haven. This is the only department I've seen with gun signs at the entrance. Per order of the town manager, only we can have guns here. Team us strong. Thank you, dude. You guys are just as important as me. Like, I don't know how we blew up and grew so quick, but we're about to hit 23,000 people in our first 6 months. Like, 23,000 subs. I don't know what to compare it to, but my fucking lighter's dead. To me, 23,000's a lot, because that's not what I ever expected. We got monetized in like a month. It's just crazy. The people, the support, it's insane. And you guys are the reasons that we still do it. Well, not still do it. We do it regardless, but like a big part. That's crazy, though. I've never seen one with a sign like that. Oh, no guns here. They're really that scared of the public. We got a cop sitting over there. Right. See him, guys? We're going to look on our way back, Team Most Strong, but I guarantee you there's probably not one. Ryan, appreciate you. You're here, finally. I knew you were busy because you weren't on before. This is the 3rd stop of the day, bro. There's fucking lighter. And this disappoints me because one of my favorite parts at the PD is to go check out their cars and see how they're treating them. And I don't really get why they're so scared of the public. You know what I mean? We can zoom back there and see what's going on, but I don't know why they're so scared of us. Looking around. Sean, what up, Sean? I appreciate you. We got one sitting over there. I don't think he's watching us because he was there when we got here, but this is what we got going on back. This is the most I've seen at one yet today. They're moving around. I don't know Southington that much. My boss used to work. My old boss, his mom used to live up here, and we used to come up here a lot. No, don't do that. This gimbal is just shot, and I don't know why. No, you're right, Team Us Strong, but it's ridiculous. My thing is if you can, why can't we? If you can bring your gun up here, you should have to lock your gun at that sign up and not bring a gun up here either. Does anybody know why we have our flags at half-mast today? I've asked a few times and we haven't figured it out. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, we got Melissa on the crew. And look at this. If you guys go back, I did a bunch of PDs. Dude, PDs are always dirty as hell, dude. I've picked up so much trash. Manchester, I cleaned the whole area. There's a Hartford I cleaned. Like, look at this. This is disgusting. Too lazy to come pick up their paper. Like, we'll bring that in for them because they can't get it. But they can sit in their car. Look, they got trash in the bush. I don't want to turn this into a cleaning one. I'm tired of cleaning them. I clean up their PDs and they come out and assault me. Yeah, Ryan, we got Melissa on board, though. That's what I was telling you. Isn't that awesome? This is, we're going to stroll over and see what that cop's doing. But I was pumped, Ryan, about that. Melissa's awesome. So are you. I'm not saying you're not. It's just awesome to get more awesomeness on the crew. A full team of awesomeness. Why? Look at this though. All their shades are closed. Is it Tab or Tab? Gotta look at that. Melissa, I'm so pumped. I'm kind of disappointed because all these that we came to, I bet you if we came back on a regular day when there was cops here, they would, it would be different. We got someone pulling in now. It looks like a civilian or a cop in their regular car. Great town of Southington. I don't know much about up here. I like this. For the dog, that's dope. Who is he? Let's see. In loving memory of the loyal dogs of the department. That's cool. So it's not just a dog, it's all dogs. Ryan, I think she is too, dude. I've been trying to get her on here for a while and we just did it. And I agree, she's a star, man. Timothy J. Foley, who was killed in the line of duty in 1933. Peace, Liv. Appreciate you. Oh man, the cop just slipped out while we were doing this. I didn't even see him leave, but that's cool. They're doing a swap. I'm not going to stay in on them, but honestly, I respect that. If you don't get along or this or that, this is, I mean, not just PDs, but find a safe spot and do it right. I mean, that's for everybody's protection. I would have liked to have that with my kid's mother because she just makes up whatever she wants and I get in trouble for it, but it's actually a really good idea. Me too. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. Yeah, Ryan, she's awesome, man. I wish we had a little more action today. We went to New Britain, bro, and they played games with the alarms, but they didn't arrest me, and I think half of that is just because there's no staff there. It's holidays. We got cops speeding at us right now. Please stop it, guys. Hello? Can I help you? How are you? Good. Can I help you? Yeah, are you going back over that way? I'm going to go to as far as I can where there's no signs. Okay, yeah, as long as you don't no, I'm not going to trespass, bud. I'm just checking out the department. Okay. That's it. Make sure you still got the signs. No, I won't. I respect all signs. Thank you. We could have been a douche, but I mean, what do they think? We can't read? Exactly, Ryan. And I see some people, they get like all defensive over it, and like I feel like that's almost like creating a problem sometimes, like just for attention. And honestly, that's never really my goal. If he was being like aggressive about it or like being a douche about it, I definitely would hit him back with something. But if he's just checking, you know what I mean? He was nice about it. I'm nice back. My goal is not to just, you know what I mean, rip them apart. It's really not. And honestly, I feel like I treat people the way I get treated. You know what I mean? You pull up and you're cool and you talk cool, I'm going to give it back. Him being, he was kind of confused for a second, you could tell. But as long as you're not going to try and... All right, Ryan, that's what we'll do from now on. A lot of times it's weird, like, because you're right, I should. Yeah, tell him. No yelling. If we yell, Officer Prost will pop out of nowhere and arrest us for talking on a sidewalk. Up here, I guarantee in Southington, if I yelled right now, she'd pop out. There's not much to see, but here's some offices, it looks like. Um, some uniforms. Some desks. This must be their little office area. At least they got a real American flag. Jimmy, what up, man? I'm guessing this is salt. No, it's actually cigarette butt. I was hoping it was salt for the walkway, but it's not. At least I could throw my butt there instead of putting it in my pocket. Yeah, guys, I don't know. It's just different. I think the holidays are really, they're still out here talking. The holidays really affect the audit. Like when nobody's here, it changed. That's literally the first cop that's talked to me all day in 3 places. They got any, this is all handicap parking in the front, which is cool. We'll go in and check it out. See what they got inside here. Hopefully it's better than Berlin. Is that where we just were? Berlin? Tiny ass thing. Melissa, you know what sucks too is after I do the lives, I leave them up. But everything I put up right now, I have to review to get it monetized. Every single thing. It doesn't matter what it is. Ooh, records you can see through. That's awesome. And there's no sign saying don't film here. Wow. American flag. Right there, notice if you're grouchy, irritable, or just plain mean, there will be a $10 charge. No, you should go home because the public shouldn't have to deal with that. That's what should happen. This is building committee chairman. Let's see, where's the chief? Chief of Police John Daly. Architect Castle Booze Association. General Contractors AP Construction Company. The last company I was working for built buildings like this, huge buildings. That's cool. They got a desk office. Like, why do they got 2? Desk officer right here. And then they got main desk right here, which, and this is petty. I hate coming to departments where they're so scared they can't even talk to you face to face. You can't even get, you should be able to come in here and talk to an officer. You shouldn't have to get on the phone. You should be able to talk to somebody face to face. Like, what do I do with their paper I picked up? Leave it on the bench? Like, or the trash that I picked up outside. Uh-oh, look what I just seen. The interview room's open. Doesn't that mean we can go in, guys? If it's open and there's no signs, we should be able to go in. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody just hit the button to the door and walked away. What's the consensus on this room, guys? Do we want to go in? Leslie's always awesome, man. I'm glad you're here. Let's take a look around. This is their interview room, guys. Thank you. It was wide open. Yeah, Leslie, I don't know. I've been into a few rooms like this, and I've never really gotten in trouble. I've gotten questioned, but if anybody hasn't seen the Weathersfield video, they had their I don't know what it was, public room. It was a huge room. They left it open, and I went in there. Here, I won't get you guys. And I went in there, and they had a whiteboard, and I wrote First Amendment training on it. Let's do better. And I walked out of the room, and when I walked out of the room, there was 3 of them waiting for me. I'm like, what were you doing? And like, usually I'll just be like, I'm not answering any questions. But that day I was like, nah, just checking the room out. Like, oh, did you write something on our board? And I said, yeah, I did. And they said, what? And I said, First Amendment training. And he tried questioning me about it. And I'm like, nah, you guys just need to do better. Like, I ended it. I walked outside. There was a car. There was a car outside with one of the dudes that was leaving, and it was pink. It was a breast awareness cancer month. And I was like, hey, bud, that car looks good on you. And you could tell he was heated. He went and parked in the next parking lot over, watched me the whole time, went and sat. When I went to the other side, he went to the other side. So finally I walked over to him and he ran away. But it was crazy. I just want to see. Thank you, XXGO, man. But, yeah, no sign, no problem. I wonder what's in there, though. Like, what do they do? Just interview?
This kid that we used to work with, we used to hang out with, is
Like,
basically following us at the store.
This is what they do?
Many times. He basically made,
It's crazy.
Not anymore. He quit around April or May. And
They're doing a complaint about being harassed. Oh, maybe I should have put their paper in there.
Basically, like, kicked off his prosthetic leg in our store and then, like, kicked him a bunch of times. And
Not as him.
yeah, but not as him. It was like some random number that called from Lowe's under the name of Philip. Yeah.
What? I'm gonna let them do what they gotta do. That's just a real young chick that's being harassed by the public, or not the public, by somebody she used to work with. So I'm gonna let her do what she's gotta do in peace. What's today's date? Today's date is the 30th, so I think we're really gonna have to wait till like 2 or 3 days, wait till New Year's over, and then we'll hit a bunch. What else do you guys want to see? The 30th, thank you guys. Like PDs, because people have been asking for, well, where did we go last week? The post office. People want to see post offices. We got to fix that other post office too. We still got to go back up there. I literally have not got in touch with anybody yet from that post office. I call there, it just rings. And that was completely unprofessional. We may just have to go back and do it all over again until they get it. But post offices, town halls, if you guys make like a list and got spots, get a hold of me through Tommy. I'm going to do that. We'll do that next week. I promise. I'm supposed to work next week, but I got court one day. So, it's actually in New Britain too. We'll go after court, and we'll hit it off. And I think Slayer will be with me that day. You want to see our flags, bud? Right there. But if you guys have places, the easiest way to get in touch with me, I got the email. The email works, but the easiest way is not through the Facebook page, but through like the main page, not the side page, because we have Constitution State, which is like a real person page. Bro, I just started doing these lives, Ryan, and I only keep doing them because the people like it. Like, I hate it because of the quality, but I'm going to fix that. I'm just going to get another phone. I had 2 phones just till the other day, but my daughters needed a phone, so I ended up coming off of my second one. And I don't have one right now, but once I get one, I keep the watch. I got the smartwatch for audio, but we need another phone so we could do 2. We could do live and do stat, whatever you call it. But I mean, I'm gonna call it, I guess, guys. There ain't nothing here. We got all these people there and they're making the report. But I'll walk over here, see if there's any cops sitting over here again. Yeah, it's not here, bud. XGO, it's not here. They only have 1 flag here. They don't care. Fair lady, what up, man? And Ryan, it makes it so much funner when there's people to interact with. Like, sometimes I go and it's like nobody wants to go with me. I have no backup. Literally no backup. Anytime I go somewhere, it's solo. So I feel like live, it's a little bit of safety because at least people know, A, where I am, what happens if they run up on me. And Shauna, what up, man? And I just feel safe. No, XGO, they don't like our freedom at all. At all. And we're going to have a lot of court stuff coming up this month. So if we have people from the state that are interested in going to court for support, I'll absolutely let you know the dates. Because it looks like Danielson, I mean, I'm not really worried about, for court, January 6th is New Britain. Why would I be high? January 6th is New Britain. The 12th is Norwich, which is an infraction trial for filming a Domino's guy that drove by and going, oh, they charged me with creating a public disturbance, even if they did that. So I'm all right, fair lady. We've done a bunch of spots today, but they've all been slow. I think it's because of the holidays. I don't know. We did go to New Britain though, and it was a success. And I'll probably say it's only a success because nobody was there. I mean, we saw a few people. You could tell they weren't happy. There was a firefighter, North Haven firefighter died. Honestly, I feel bad for the firefighter. That's horrible. New Haven police are horrible and should all be fired. We're going to be going back up there soon too. And you guys, watch that New Haven video. If there's ever ignorance of like cops feeling above the law, that's the one. Like, yo, they were all parked on the sidewalk, like literally parked on the sidewalk so you couldn't even use the sidewalk. What else? They were parked on the sidewalk. Like 90% of their personal vehicles had something illegal on it. If it wasn't tints, it was a plate cover, so you couldn't read the plate. If it's not, then they're missing a plate. Like 90% of their personal cars were illegal and parked on the sidewalk. And you know what they all said? Go inside if you have an issue. Go inside. And you know what happened when I went inside? They grabbed me. They hurt me. They broke my camera. They broke my gimbal. They detained me. They searched me. Then they pushed me out of our public lobby and refused to let me talk to a supervisor or file a complaint and locked the doors on me. We did do a revisit there, but that was to talk to IA. We haven't done like a full-blown revisit, and I think that's one that we got to go to. I think you could go there every time and get trouble. Like, they just paralyzed Randy Cox in what, July? June or July, they paralyzed Randy Cox. They went on TV and they told everybody, we reformed, and they did all this, and then I go there and they assault me and hurt me for looking through the glass, which is 100% legal. And his answer for that was, because I asked you. That's the reason. I asked you not to do it. And I told him, I don't care what you ask. I was kind of upset after he grabbed me and hurt me and pushed me across the room. So I was kind of wound up then. Oh, Jake, let me know, fair lady. You don't even got to do anything. Just be backup. You don't have to film if you don't want to. Like, people don't understand. Like, I just need somebody here. Like, they treat you different when there's two people. And, like, I don't know. I kind of need a person anyways to kind of tell me when it's worth it and when it's not. Because sometimes I don't know. I just get too hard-headed with them. Exactly, Gio. Free. Like, they don't understand. Like, this is crazy. This is America. We can't even tell somebody to not let the cops search them on a public sidewalk. Look at you guys. Well, this isn't public. Yeah, it is public because we're here. But a public sidewalk, guys. You guys can't talk on a public sidewalk, according to Willimantic Police, if they're doing an investigation 30 feet away. Like, the whole America, becoming America, everything, what we fought for this and set this up so we can talk crap to our government if we're not happy and say what we need to do. Exactly, Chris. Like, this is what America was built for and what we stand on. Like, a lot of these bootlickers and Karens and Darrens and these people that are part of this system don't care about it. And then they have all of us, the freedom fighters and the supporters and this and that, who care about it, and we're the ones that end up keep getting effed over. Like, and then the public gets effed over because we sue and they don't even care. That's the sad part. Ryan, I do too, man. I really wish you were. I mean, I hope, Ryan, the goal would be to get big enough to where I could travel and then I could come to you. Like, exactly, Leslie, they would. Well, here's the thing, Chris. Qualified immunity, if you look it up in Connecticut, it's like weird. It says that it was like they ended it for Connecticut, and then they said it's like, oh, Sean, thank you. I appreciate that. That's my gas. But they say that it's it's not in Connecticut. Then they say it's partial. Like, I need to find the real answer on Connecticut. Yep, it is. You're right, Yoshi. Who just said the cause of trouble? Chris, I agree, dude. Every time you could literally be standing like New London, standing there doing nothing. 3 cops come out to you, push you around the parking lot, and you're causing trouble for doing your job, doing what I choose to do. And then they're like, "Oh, you're a loser. You don't have a job." All the BS. You know what I mean? The same thing all these losers say. That's why when people hit me up and they say, "Oh, you're just a loser with no," like, you can't, if you're gonna try and get at me, you got to get at me with facts. You can't get at me with just stuff made up in your head. It's not gonna work. Like, that doesn't work. So, like I tell them all, go do your homework, come back with some facts, and hit me with something real. Like, you can't just call me a loser and tell me I don't have a job when I probably work more than you do. You know what I mean? It's kind of ass backwards. But it's true. And you know what? I'm so glad that we could do this live now and people will jump on, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is the way to do it. Get everybody involved, get the supporters involved. Because, like I said, it's not just me out here, it's all of us. You guys put something on that screen and you want me to ask it or say it, I do. Like, this is for all of us. But I got to drive like an hour home right now, so I guess that's what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, I could literally hit places all night. I got time. I don't have my kids tonight, but I honestly feel like they'll all be like this, dead. Oh yeah, Ryan, I've had trolls since the beginning. It's crazy. Like, it is nuts. And it doesn't matter. There could be all the trolls in the world. When I got mods like John, and I mean, well, not John, like Ryan and Melissa. Who cares about the trolls? F the trolls. The trolls too are, honestly, they could call us lazy and they could call us whatever they want. But they're the losers that sit at home, that can't go make content, that can't use their face, that can't use their voice. Like, a big part of what we do is like standing on what we do and owning what we do. At least to me it is. Like, I do this, I'm never gonna hide my face, change my voice. Like, what am I scared of? Like, ain't nobody out here gonna, I'm not worried about none of this stuff. And all these trolls, yo, put any of them trolls in any of them situations I've been in, and I bet you they'll fold. They'll fold in a second. Like, so if you ain't got the balls to do what I do, look at this crap, guys. Tires. If you ain't got the balls to do it. No, and you're right, Chris. That's what they don't understand, is comments and watching it either which way is help. I don't care what you're saying. You're still helping me and me grow. So I appreciate everybody. I'm glad we got the 31 people in here. We got the 28 likes. We got the $10 from Sean. That was amazing. I appreciate that so much. Between you and Semper Fi earlier, that just covered my gas and stuff up here. So, yeah, exactly, Ryan. They're a bunch of bums, really. All the ones I've seen, too, aren't like people stating facts that auditors did wrong. It's like Karens going full bore Karen, what they do, and it's just their opinion. They don't hit with no facts. Look at Big Wuss. He did a video on Jeff Gray where the charges got dismissed. How dumb do you have to be to make a video about somebody and talk crap, say they broke the law and they can't do this and they can't do that, and then the charges get dropped? Obviously, he was allowed to do what he was doing, or they wouldn't have dropped the charges. You know what I mean? It just doesn't add up. So that's how dumb you are. And that kid's like, "Oh, Jeff's begging." But has anybody watched his videos? His audit videos? Because his audit videos are horrible. It's like he did no homework. He ran up, picked up a camera, and just said, "I'm going to go auditing," and knew nothing. Then got some BS charges, and you know what? I don't know exactly what happened, but from what I've heard, he went and pled out. Exactly, Ryan. Oh, he's panhandling. You know he's got a cup somewhere. Bro, if you're going to sit here and talk crap out and make this full video, spend 10 seconds and read that sign. Because I know what that sign says, and it says nothing about money. There's plenty of people online that have said Jeff has never accepted money. They've seen him, they've been with him, he's been offered money, and he always turns it down. So why are you here saying he's begging? Like, yo, that video got me so upset. Just because, bro, you're just going full Karen. You're not doing anything, like, you're not naming any laws this dude broke, because you can't, because he didn't break any laws, and you're not doing anything. So you just stole his video to cry on for your viewers. And he's got like 5,000 people, but he keeps changing his channel. So I assume some of his followers are going to leave. So he's just a clown. Yeah, big wuss. I shouldn't even give him as much time as he gets, but I don't care. You're going to be out here trying to dog some of our best people over nothing. And like I said, you're that stupid. The charges were dropped. Come on, bro. Like, do videos where auditors are actually doing something wrong and teach the public something, if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to have your channel as an education channel or whatever, teach the public. Like, that's what it's about. If we do something wrong, if I do something wrong, point it out, because I don't want to be teaching anybody wrong information, and I'm far from perfect. So let's do this. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect, and I just don't agree with this dude running around going full-blown Karen on people, trying to say he's begging, but he's doing it all for views with a video that's not even his. And if you watch his audit videos, dude, the whole time he's asking, oh, like, share, subscribe. I got super chats now. Give me super chats. Like, bro, you're begging. You are flat out, my nose is running. Ew. You're flat out begging. But I appreciate everyone. If you guys want to do a live later, we could do a live when I get home. I got the paper from the mayor. We could go over that. We could go over some updates, the IA report. If you guys want to do that, we could do that. I could show you guys some of the stuff they've been sending me, where we're going. Yeah, Chris. Well, they told me that the dude assaulted me, and then they told me that he violated my rights. So when I called today to ask to press charges, they said that they need to call in another third-party entity to do another investigation that they just did to see if he's, thank you, Eddie, to see if he's guilty. You guys already said he's guilty. When I said, yeah, he assaulted me, he said, yeah, well, no, that's policy. No, it's not policy, that's a law. He broke the law, so let's charge him. So I think we're going to skip their third-party entity. I think we're going to make them do that still. It's all good. But I think we're just going to go to court and get in touch with the DA and those people and see if we can get him prosecuted correctly, since the police don't want to. And let's not forget, that officer has already been fired for assaulting citizens. He only got his job back because there was an error here. And hold on, this thing's acting crazy. There was an error in the firing process, but his dad's a cop, his brother's a cop. I don't think there was an error made. You're right, Leslie. He's one of the best. So we got a lot of stuff. If you guys want to do that later, we can check into all that. Just let me know. It's going to take me like an hour to get home. I got to go clean up. My girl don't feel good, so I got to go clean up the house. All 33 of you, I appreciate every one of you. Melissa, Ryan, the 35 likes, the $10. All of you guys are amazing. We probably won't do much for the next 2 or 3 days because everybody's going to be off, and I think it's all going to be like this. Next week I got to work in Rhode Island, so we could hit some stuff on the way home. I think I get out at 3. We could hit some post offices or some PDs out there on the way home. But keep in touch. We'll check out a live later. We'll go over some stuff. I appreciate all of you, man. My cigarettes always go in my pocket. People cry about that all the time. I'm not saying you're crying. But I've had people be like, oh, he doesn't put his cigarettes in his pocket. He throws them out. No, I don't. I don't give them any reason to mess with me. So have a good night, everybody. We'll see you guys soon.